Today I want to tell a story about a boy who had to keep his family's farm running when both of his parents were unable to come home. There was a family who lived on a farm. A father, a mother, a boy, and his little sister. They all lived on a farm with sheep, chickens, cows, pigs, lots and lots of animals. And the boy also walked for a few miles every day of the week, except the weekend, to go to school. One day, the boy came home from school to find his father and his mother were gone. His little sister had come home from school with him. They came home together. Shortly after coming home from school, a short amount of time after they came home from school, the boy received a phone call. He received a phone call from a nurse who worked at the hospital. The nurse said, your father has had an accident. He has fallen from the tractor and he has broken his leg. He will need to stay in the hospital. He will need to rest here in the hospital for a few days to help him recover, to help him get better. Your father wanted me to tell you that your mother has been delayed. She has been prevented from coming home because she has been at your grandmother's house looking after your grandmother. And while your mother has been there, during the time your mother has been with your grandmother, there has been a flood. A lot of water has flooded the land. And your mother cannot come home until the water level has come down. You will have to look after your little sister, you will have to look after the farm. You will have to keep the farm running. Keep the farm running while your father and your mother are away. The boy's farm, his family's farm, was in the middle of nowhere. There were lots of fields around, but no other people. He was alone with his sister. It would just be the two of them for a few days. The nurse said, "You will have to look after your little sister. You will have to prepare food and cook. You will have to prepare meals for you both to eat. And you will have to pick the carrots and pick the apples from the trees in the orchard." The orchard is where the fruit trees are grown. The orchard. You will have to carry the water to give to the animals, the cows, the pigs, the sheep. You will have to feed the animals. And you will have to look after the sheep and clean up after all the animals. The boy also thought to himself, yes, and I will also have to climb up the steep hill. The big hill. Because the sheep are always at the top of that hill. He also thought to himself, I am going to be very tired. Very tired. If I have to do all of this for a whole week, I might just die of exhaustion. I will be so tired that I will probably die. And when they come home, they will find that I have died from hard work. Oh, one last thing, said the nurse. One last thing. Your father says that you do not need to drive the tractor. He has ploughed all of the fields. Already. And you must not drive the tractor. No. But he says, your father says that if you can do all of this, and you can keep the farm running until he and your mother come home, he will feel very proud of you. And when he gets better, he will show you how to drive the tractor. The boy liked this idea, and he said, don't worry, you can tell my father that I will do all of this, and he will be very proud of me. The nurse said to him, your mother will call you every day to make sure that you are okay. Your mother will call you to check that you and your sister are okay. So, the boy didn't go to school that week. His mother called the school and said, the boy and his sister will not be in school this week. She explained what had happened. Instead, every day, the boy prepared and cooked the food for him and his little sister. He picked the apples from the trees. He and his little sister picked the carrots. He carried water to the animals. He fed the animals. He even climbed up the steep hill to look after the sheep. He cleaned out the animals, which he didn't like doing very much. And he kept the farm running. Every day, his mother called and she asked him, have you given water to the animals? Have you given water to the animals? And boy replied, yes, mother, I have. I have given water to the animals. Good, she said. And have you fed all of the animals? Yes, mother, I have fed all of the animals. Good. Have you checked the sheep? Yes, mother. They were high up on the hill, but I checked them all and they were okay. Good, she said. And have you been feeding you and your little sister well? Yes, mother, yes. I have done a very good job cooking for my sister and I. Good, she said. And have you cleaned out the barn? Yes, mother, I have cleaned out the barn. And have you gone on the tractor? No, mother, no, mother, I have not. I haven't been on the tractor at all. I have not been on the tractor at all. Good, she said. Now, the boy managed to do all of his work every day. And he did feel very tired. Whew, very tired. But he managed to do all of it every day, and he felt proud of himself. He felt proud of himself. Now, in time, the water receded. The water level came down, and his mother was able to come back to the house, and his father was able to come back to the house and recover at home. And his father said to him, "Son, I am very proud of you. You have done a very good job of keeping our farm running, and I will teach you how to drive the tractor." And the boy was very happy.